Welcome back to Survival Challenge, episode 7. It is November, the last day, well, month before winter. So, I really don't know what to do. Make some more money, sell the silage. Let's check on that, see if that's fermented. 84%, so this will be ready later today. We do have 20 more trees we can plant, and we'll get the rest of the trees taken down. Get them all logged up and sold. How much do we still have in the production? We'll put some in here if we have to. Ooh, 40,000. This can hold some more. So we'll put as much as we can into the production, and we will move these planks first. Oh, we're negative. I didn't think about that. We didn't have enough to pay our monthly bills. That's fine. That's fine. We'll be making money here soon. That's a lot of silage to sell. So priorities today, we're going to need to figure out what we're going to be doing about the silage. How we're going to load it. I saw one person commented just saying to use a forage wagon. I think I have a cheap one installed. And by I think, I know I have a cheap one installed. So I can get that and we'll see if that works. If not, I'll just get like a dozer of some kind. Because I have a few of those. Is there anything on sale that might help us here? There's not really anything on sale that will help us in our current predicament, so I forgot to take the pallets off. But yeah, like I was saying, I have a couple of really cheap dozers. This one right here. It's only 7,500. The level blade is only 1,500, so all in for $9,000. And we'll get a dozer to push the chaff out, and we can get a conveyor belt. I don't know if that's tall enough. Well, we can get the little conveyor belt for 5,000, and we can get this. We'll need this anyway for selling grains and stuff to the train yard, because we need to have an auger of some kind. But, like, the conveyor belt can lift the silage into this, and then this will put the silage into a trailer, right? And so that's only $19,500. So we're looking to make, I don't know, $25,000, $28,000, something like that. It's kind of a lot, but I have a lot of logging to do. So we'll get these pallets moved, and then we'll get some logs into the sawmill, and then we'll sell whatever doesn't fit in the sawmill. We'll come back when we have a trailer full of money. Logs. Oh goodness, I already forgot. I'm scatterbrained. We're gonna plant these trees first. Get them growing. The sooner the better. I don't know. I have a lot of things that I need. We are still really early in this series. Don't really have much. But we're working on it. I did see, I did see this on sale. Just a little combine. But hey, for 11,300, can't really beat it. How much is the header for it? Header's 4.3 meters. Only 6,500. Yeah. So we're all in on that for, oh god, all in 18,000. I think that's something that we'll need before. I want to get the belt system set up. We'll try the forage wagon first. That's cheaper. I think it's only like $3,600 or something. 3,400 for the SIP. 13,000 liter capacity. Or we can just use this, right? It takes longer. Ooh. Do I want to suffer? I mean, we already have it. We'll try that first. See how much I like to suffer. By that, I mean, we're gonna just use the mower and the pickup on this. We'll drive over it, we'll pick some up, we'll go sell it. It only holds 3,500 liters at a time. That sounds like a horrible time. But we're gonna do it. There we go. I just have to move it out of the way. I'm gonna get these planted over here so we can access the trigger. Oh, I also need to get a stump grinder, don't I? Forgot about that too. I think we'll worry about getting something for the silage first. So to sell the silage, we're gonna use the lawnmower and its pickup. For the combine, I think we're gonna just get that Bison. It's literally the cheapest option. And for the stump grinder, we're gonna get the little John Deere skid steer. Unless there's something in the sale that's bigger. I didn't even pay attention to the skid steers at all. Here's one for 33. Way too expensive. There's a water tanker that's pretty cheap. 32,000 liters? No way. For $6,300? And it can hold milk? That might be something that we get while the getting's good. I might have a baler too. I don't know. We'll see how much silage we get today, or how much money we make from the silage today. But I think this baler and this combine are going to be what we want. But yeah, so the goal is the bison and the 250 rotocut. 14.2 for a little baler, 90 horsepower. Our tractor has 80, so we're going to need to keep an eye out for a bigger tractor on sale too. All right, that's all 40 of our trees planted. We got the pallets moved out of the way. Now, let's get some logging done. I need the fork. I need the weight. I need the trailer. Just have these last little twigs to throw on top of the trailer. I've decided I'm going to take the first couple of trees and sell them because I don't like the negative bank balance. I don't like that at all. So we're going to do that. While I have your attention, go ahead, hit the like button. Just hit it. It's right there. Unless you don't like what I'm doing. If you don't like what I'm doing, dislike it. Express yourself. That's what it's there for. But I asked this on my... Get on there. I asked this on my Valley Spring series if anybody wanted to see time lapses of the work that I'm doing. Another overloaded trailer, it looks like. That's fine. Nothing new here. Yeah, I haven't done any time lapses at all. On this series in particular, I'm doing everything in first person, so I didn't think that time lapsing this kind of work would be appealing, but yeah, if anybody wants to see me actually working, doing this stuff in first person, let me know. Leave a comment. And if not, I won't change anything. If nobody comments on it, then I'll keep doing what I'm doing. I feel like this kind of format of video is more streamlined for better viewing, but some people like time-lapse stuff. Is this going to be the first logging adventure that I have where I don't flip my tractor? Oh god, that would be exciting. I hope I didn't jinx anything. Knock on wood. Yeah. So I have played on this map before, and you see how the trigger's up there above the grain cart, and it's over here as well? I need an auger to sell to those triggers. With the pallet stuff here and the bales here, you just lift them up with a pallet fork or bale grab or anything that you need to do that. But for the grain, I need an auger. So buying an auger for the silage wouldn't be uncalled for because I'll need it anyway. I'll just need a way to transport it around as well because those things are really slow. Alright, let's get these logs sold. 9,300 bucks. Look at that. And we're out of the negative, just like that. Now I'm going to put as many trees as I can into the sawmill, and we'll come back when we're ready to sell another load of logs. Okay, this is 2 of the 35-meter trees and 1 of the 25-meter trees, and they give me 20,000. I put a couple of smaller ones in here as well, the 20-meter, these ones. However big these are. 25. And now we have 65,595. But we're going to get this done. So I got 20,000 for 2 big trees and a little one. So this will be another 20. I think that'll be plenty until these trees grow, right? 85,000? Because I don't have too many trees left. I still need to make some more money before the silage. Nah, I think we'll be fine. We'll just put it all in here. Really happy there's no collision on these things yet. That'll be another issue. I won't be able to put any more logs in the sawmill until we get that stuff grown and chopped up. And 2 more of the big trees. 82,000. Which means those little trees just give me 3,000 liters. There's really not a whole lot of wood in those guys, huh? Okay, I'm gonna do some calculating now that I know that. I have kind of a lot of trees left. I think I counted like 13 of the 25-meter trees, and I have 2 or 3 of these 35-meter trees. So my plan will be to just do the silage. I'm done with logging for now. I can just chop those down and get them in the sawmill whenever, or sell them whenever. They're not going to go anywhere. So let's go fast forward time until the silage is ready. And I was looking at the price here. The train yard is way more valuable, and the best month is right now. But I think I'm gonna cheese it a little bit, find the best price that I possibly can at the animal dealer or the biogas plant, whichever peaks at the highest, freeze time, and get it sold there until I can afford the auger. Because loose stuff I need to get up to the platform, or at least the conveyor belt, the cheap one. We'll do the conveyor belt first, but we'll fast forward time until that price is at its best after it gets done fermenting. Get some sold, and we'll figure out a belt system for getting it sold to the train yard, because the train yard's going to be where we sell pretty much everything. The price is just so much better there. I hope you don't think less of me for doing that, freezing the time and everything. It'll be fine. All right, at noon it finished fermenting. That's great, and the price has gone up a little bit. We're looking for a little over $200, so let's keep going. And goodness, I don't want to go too far. Yeah, 182, and it's still climbing. So it looks like we're gonna get into December. Let's keep going. Here comes our loan payments. Plenty of money in the account to take care of that. All right, we are at 188 at both places. One says it's still going up though, so I gotta keep a close eye on this. We've done it. 189 at the biogas plant. Which one's closer? That's up north. The biogas plant is right over there. It looks like that's where we're going. All right. Again, please don't think ill of me. I'm just a little farmer trying to make as much money as possible. These are trying times. Let's hop on our little husky. Someone in the comment section called it a husky. That's just what I'm going to call it. And let's get this stuff picked up. In truth, will this work? And I'm stuck. There we go. Got a full load just like that. That worked pretty well, gotta say. Now we're going to take it over here. 189 times 3.5 should be what? About $530 per load. So depending on how many loads this takes, this is going to take a while. I just ran it through my calculator. The biogas plant here is about $660, and the grain yard would be just over $1,000. So that's the difference between the two prices. Kind of a lot. Let's see if my calculator's correct. Should be like 661, 664. It's close. Not bad. Only, you know, I don't even know, 40 more of those. I don't remember how much silage is in the pit. Kind of a lot. As soon as I hit 5,000 though, we'll get ourselves that conveyor belt. See if it's tall enough to reach up there. I hope so. Then we can just start making more money per load. Back for load number 2. Filled up instantly. Back to the sale point. Oh goodness. I don't have the timer going, which means you won't even be able to understand how long this is going to take me. Rough. I could probably put a timer on the screen. Yeah, let me figure that out quick. I'll put a timer up on the screen while I record. Give me a second. Alright, I figured out how to put a timer on the screen, and this should start it. It didn't start it. Give me a second. Alright, got the timer started. I'm not going to touch that at all, but we're going to see exactly how long these trips take me. That's exciting. We made it. Took 1 minute and 25 seconds just to drive here. Oh god. How long does it take to unload? Took about 20 seconds to unload, 30 seconds to unload. But that gives me enough money to buy the conveyor belt. So let's get that purchased. Got it. I think we need to take the tractor up there to get it moved, and we'll take it to the train yard. There's a lot of hoops to jump through just to sell some silage. Doing it like this is going to take kind of a long time. I might as well just reconfigure the trailer to hold the 3,500 liters or whatever it can and use the bucket. It's about the same amount, and the tractor's faster. And then I can tip it out into the conveyor belt and everything. I don't know. We'll do that. I'll take the trailer up with the tractor when I go to the store. I'm going to take a bucket of silage with me so I can test out the conveyor belt system, see if it works. And hopefully everything goes the way I want it to. I really hope so. That'd just make my day. What is going on? This bucket sucks. Not picking up anything. Alright, finally got a bucket full. Jeez, maybe that won't be easier. I had to fight with that to get it full. There's our conveyor belt. I think that'll absolutely reach up to where I need it to. And I really hope reconfiguring this trailer doesn't cost anything. It's been so long, I don't remember. 3,150. Thought it was more. 200 bucks. I guess. It's an expense that we'll need eventually anyway, so I guess that's what we get. Oh, can I put a hitch on the back of it? Maybe. Nope. Can't put a hitch on the back of it. So I guess this is what we have for now. Oh, did I ruin the sail? I did not ruin the sail. All right, I'm not going to move the timer anymore until I afford these two pieces of equipment. I need them. I need them both because I have wheat in the field right now, right? So I need a way to get that straw. All right, out of the train yard. Away. It's already been almost 12 minutes since I started that timer. Jeez. Traveling takes a long time. Oops, I reset the timer. I'm messing with the hotkeys and stuff, trying to figure out how it works. I ended up deleting it. Don't hate me. And with the trailer full and the bucket full, I'll be able to bring like 5,000 over here. 5,000 liters. Yeah, no, this is way better. Faster. Stronger. I just really hope that it reaches. It should. It's not that high. I think that'll work. I don't really see any reason why it wouldn't work. Let's get it more straight on with it. Yeah, there we go. That should be perfect. Now let's open up this, get it dumped in there. I don't have access to this land. I can't dump stuff out on this land? What do you mean? Alright, I got it. I've never used this before. I just turned that on to see if that makes it work. We'll be back when I figure this out, if I figure this out. Is there a setting I can change to allow dumping on any? Well, I just gave myself the money and bought this plot of land so I could dump my silage on it. If this doesn't work the way I want it to, I'll just undo all of that. I really want this to work though. Why can't this actually be performed here? I'm so freaking confused. Well, here. How about we try this? Let's get to the other side. We'll lift the bucket up just to sell the silage and the trigger. It's kind of becoming a hassle, huh? Not a Hasselhoff. God, I need to wait too. There's too much for this tractor. So many things are going wrong. I'm frustrated. Grr. Alright, well this works anyway. 573 for 2,000 liters. Now let's go get the trailer and see if I can dump into that. I'm gonna undo the whole buying that piece of land thing. I don't like that. Oh my god. What placeable objects are there? I'm so annoyed. I guess I'm not undoing it. The placeable object is the train yard. I'm not selling that. I don't know what's going on. I'm not undoing that. I don't want to ruin my entire playthrough here because I couldn't dump silage on the land. No. Maybe I should buy a counterweight that has a hitch on the back of it. I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna stop at home, buy or sell this weight, 1.1 tons. See if I can afford something that's a little bit better that can have the trailer attached to the weight. That way I don't need to keep dropping off the weight like this class one. Not as heavy. Yeah, I'll be able to buy at least the 900 kilo one. I think that's what I'm gonna do. Oh, this one, 1250 for 1 point. That's about the same. Yeah, we'll get that one. Easy. I really hope I can tip the trailer into the trigger for the conveyor belt. We're gonna get a new weight. A class weight. Exciting stuff. Not really. Alright, got almost all of our money back for that. Spent a couple $100 on that. A couple $100 extra on that, I should say. and it's a little bit heavier than what we just had, so that's good. I almost hope this just works the way I want it to, and the trailer will attach to the weight, not the tractor. I think that's how it works. Perfect. Oh my god, I'm so happy. If this says that you don't have access to this land or whatever, I'm gonna freak out. I'm putting it into my own trailer. Come on now. Easy. Now this weight's never gonna leave this tractor. Unless it has to, I guess. Now, to go back home, fill the trailer, get a full bucket, and go back to the train yard, and hopefully it works. I hope. If not, we'll just pile it, since I own the land now. We'll just pile it from the trailer, like just tip it on the ground and pick it up from there. Ugh. Why doesn't it just work the way I want it to, man? Alright, moment of truth. Let's set the tip side. Oh, we can do it to the back. Cool. I thought this might be only a side by a left or right dump trailer. I've been practicing how to reverse these. See if I can do it. Yeah, I lied. I have no idea how to do this. Dolly trailers are so tough. Action cannot be performed. Well, looks like this thing probably gonna get sold. Let me think for a second. I'm gonna do something to see if it's even worth keeping. We're gonna reset it here. We're gonna set it up so... Oh, I don't even need to do that. Right. We're gonna set it up so it goes like this. We're gonna set it up like this, and hopefully we can just drive the trailer underneath of it and get it loaded up. And then we're just gonna dump this over here. Next, we're gonna come up here. We're gonna sell this stuff. Just like that. And we're gonna pick up this stuff that I dumped out of the trailer. Well, we're getting 1,300 bucks every time I do this. I think I got all the silage. That's just what we're gonna do for now. Hopefully the conveyor belt just reaches the trailer, so I don't need to load that with the bucket, just to save a little bit of time. I don't know. It's a headache. It's been a headache. Maybe I'm just doing it wrong. I don't know. Maybe I should have just gotten the forage wagon at the beginning, moving 13,000 liters at a time. But then I wouldn't be able to dump it to sell it to the trigger. I don't know. In reality, the baler, right? As soon as I get that baler, I'll never need to do silage like this again. I'll just get a bale wrapper. I think I have a fairly affordable one installed. 15,000 for that one. 13,000 for this one. Yeah, 13,000 for just a little bale wrapper. Doing silage like this is such a headache. I've done it so much on both this series and my Valley Spring series. Valley Spring, I have a little bit more wiggle room with the money, so I hope that'll just be better. I'm just gonna pile up all of the silage over there and then do a selling session over there. You'll know how long it takes me. I'll leave the timer up the whole time. I think I said we have 140,000 liters. That's what, 28 trips to get it completely emptied with this setup. That's fine. Moment of truth. I feel like it'll work if I just get closer. Alright, I'm using super strength to push this under the conveyor belt. I'm not dealing with that anymore. Jeez, I deserve it. I swear I do. That was easier. Now to get a bucket full. Can I do it from this side now? Doesn't have a tarp over it anymore. Oh, I could probably just put the bucket under the conveyor belt. Do it that way. We'll do that next time. I don't know what's up with these edges, right? Since I moved all the chaff before I cut it, maybe that's a reason it's being wacky. I don't know. So, looking at these CSZ things here, they have adapters. Front loader to skid steer, front loader to telehandler. Does this mean that I can get like a telehandler sized bucket on my front loader? Give me a second, I have some things to look at. So I found a silage bucket that weighs less, 525 kilograms, 3,000 liters, and it has a silage pickup, so it just grabs it from the ground, puts it in the bucket. With a telehandler attachment, it'll be about $4,600, and the bucket that we have weighs 564 kilograms, which is more. It only has 2,000 liter capacity, cheaper, but I don't think we could sell that. Sell this, buy those. I'm just trying to think of a faster way to do this. And I don't know how much I'm going to be using that silage pit anyway. I don't know how long I spent looking at all that. Probably like 5 minutes. Gives me an extra 1,000 liter capacity. Are there any trailers that I can just buy? We need a grain trailer anyway. This has 20,000 liters. It has a lower loading thing. I don't know. Let's just focus on getting the silage sold, getting the combine purchased, and the baler purchased. Let's just focus on that stuff that's right in front of us. This can fill the bucket, and it'll fill the trailer. Easy. See, the conveyor belt's good for something. I'll dump the trailer on the ground, and then we'll put the bucket, sell the bucket every time, and maybe we'll... What? No, 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 come on. You silly bug. Just dump silage on the ground. That conveyor belt works very well for picking up the silage. It just needs to be a little bit taller. But for $5,000, it's working very well. And then as soon as we can afford this bison and the roto cut, we'll do that. Hopefully that happens before I have to start picking up the ground silage that I have, like the stuff that I dump out of the trailer onto the ground. And then we'll bring the conveyor belt over here, load the front loader bucket from the pile to the bucket, and then just sell it like that. I think that works. That'll work. I finally got it figured out. It only took like an hour and a half. I'd really like to get this tanker too. Then getting some greenhouses wouldn't be an issue. I live right next to water, assuming I can take water out of the stream. 32,000 liters, it's huge. Yeah, that's something else I want to get. So how much money do we actually need? I'm gonna do some math. All right, I hit the edge of the map. Cool, cool. By calculations, using a calculator, $32,027 is what we need to get the bison. Am I stuck now? Just, no, I'm good. To get the bison, the baler, and that tanker. Do we have that much silage? We'll find out when I'm done with all of this selling. So, I think I'm going to make another change here. The only thing is I don't know if I can make it work. I'll just use super strength to lift the conveyor belt up if I have to. But there's an auger wagon here that can possibly reach the sail trigger, and this holds 11,000 liters. This is already double. Yeah, we're just gonna buy this. And then we're gonna kind of keep doing what we're doing. But this way I don't need to dump stuff out just to refill it later. Just a bigger trailer too. 11,000 liters is not something to scoff at when the trailer we're using only has 3,150, right? 3,150 liter capacity. Let's go pick up that new trailer. All right, we made it back home. I am using super strength to make sure the belt can reach the trailer. You can call it cheating if you want. It is cheating. Can't get around that. It is cheating. But, God, I've been doing this. I've been recording for almost 3 hours now, and I've made, like, no headway. Who knew selling silage out of a pit could be so time-consuming? Oh, wait. I absolutely knew that. Now let's hope this just reaches the sail trigger. Don't forget to take my bucket load, because that's just extra money. Alright, 94,571. Well, according to this, my calculations, we have $27,000 left still in the pit, as far as silage is concerned, so that'll get us almost to where we need to be. Total, plus the $13,400 that we have here, is another $3,800, plus the, what, like 9,000 liters is on the ground over there. I think we have enough, actually, without selling any of my equipment. I think we have enough. And we have an auger wagon now. That's exciting news anyway. All right, let's get this bucket sold first, and then we'll see if the auger wagon will unload up into the trigger. Again, I don't think there's any reason it shouldn't. Extend that out. Oh my goodness. Look at that. It's working! It's working! Oh, this is so exciting. Oh my goodness. $3,270 for a trailer full. So much better than what I was doing. Sorry, the timer reset. It's the next day from the last time I recorded. What you just watched a couple seconds ago, that happened 24 hours ago for me. I just couldn't do it anymore. I was recording for 3 straight hours, and I got tired. But we're still trekking on all of this silage. Well, when I use super strength and prop it up like this, it gathers it from anywhere in the silo. I didn't know that. So yeah, this conveyor belt is actually super cool. I like it. If this was going to be a permanent thing, I think I would put a ramp. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Yeah, put something like this, like here. That way we can get the thing actually up to the trailer. Something like that. That's what I do if this was going to be a long-term thing, but I don't think it's going to be. Especially since we're planning on getting the baler, and the wrappers. A wrapper isn't very expensive. Only a few more loads of this though. 13,400. I think we had a little less than 70,000 left in the pit. We're finally moving. Well, we won't quite fit the rest of the silage in this trip, but when we're done with this one last trip, got 2,700 liters left, we'll put the chaff that's left over in the pit, get it covered, get that last little bit of silage that we have, and ooh, something happened. I don't know what happened. Well, according to this, we still have 583 or 587 liters of silage. Don't know what that's from. And we're not full here, but I have no idea where it's at, what it's doing. So this is the last trip that we're gonna have to make. That's exciting. And we're close to that $32,000 goal that we had to afford all the stuff that we're gonna need. I did forget to mention that we still have this pile here from when I was just dumping it on the ground. That'll be another, probably about 6,000-ish liters. All right, while this empties, we're gonna hop into the conveyor belt. We're gonna get this chaff taken care of. Oh, if I can't do this, it's gonna be upsetting. I think it's because there's still silage in the pit, but I don't see any silage at all. What do you mean? Is it this? It could be this because it's not on my property and it's not gonna be able to pick it up, but it still registers that it's there. Yeah, that's probably it. Well, let me think for a little bit. Well, I've thought about it for a couple of minutes. I moved this over here. I'm gonna just sell the silage pit. Whatever's in there might disappear with it. I don't care. And we'll just use the chaff to feed sheep. We're gonna get some sheep with whatever we have left over. Hopefully we can afford some. Let me take a look at this real quick. We do have this small sheep barn. Only $5,000 for 30 sheep. Yeah, I think that's what's gonna happen. We're gonna just do that. Hopefully they can eat chaff. 11,000? That was a full load, and there's still some left. We have so much more silage over here than I thought. That is so good. All right, I just put the rest in the bucket. That's the silage entirely in here. $353 for the bucket and $3,270 for the trailer. So good. I guess we should go ahead and purchase all of the things that we need. Start with the most important, the Bison Super. I have some modifications to look at. All right, none of these modifications actually cost any money, so that's just super handy. 2,800 liter capacity on it. Yeah, it looks nice. Sold. Next, the baler. Nothing special here. $14,000 down. And lastly, the water tanker. $63.72. Leaving us with $3,697. Let's take a look at our new stuff. All right, there it is. We still need the header trailer for the Bison. Give me 1 second. Ah, 6,500. We're gonna need to sell some trees. But that'll happen in the next episode. That's gonna do it for this one. We have so many new things to play with. I'm Vanilla Dumpster. Make sure to like, subscribe. This episode took forever to record. I hope it doesn't end up being like an hour long. It probably won't. But have a good night, guys. Or day. Or breakfast. Whatever. Vanilla Dumpster. Signing out.